Hello, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. This is your girl, Jackie, and the topic for today is legacy business planning. That's right, you heard me correct. Legacy business planning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie McKeever. I am a life and business coach. What I do is I help individuals just like you. I help them build I help them go from merely surviving to thriving in the areas of personal development, personal finances, business planning, and management. So, before I get deep down in this subject, what makes me qualified to do all that? Um, because I've spent 20 years I've gained experience in certain areas, right? So in that time being, I got an MBA with a minor in, hey Norman, an MBA with a minor in accounting. I've trained over 150 staff members, managers, supervisors. I've gotten departments and sections reacquainted. I like to say reacquainted or reintroduced with the mission itself. Created strategy. Hey, Kiana, thank you for joining me. Strategic planning in order to do that. I've managed budgets over $5 million, procured government contracts. I have freed myself personally of over $204,000 of debt. I broke free of depression, and I said yes to standing up and being bold and being who God created me to be. So I've spent over 20 years helping individuals, helping the organization in the corporate world thrive. And so I created Jackie McKeever LLC to help the small business owner thrive too. So let's get into the subject, y'all. I won't be before you long. Before I want to invite you. I'm doing a business planning, another free live webinar is going down September the 4th. Hey, thank you for joining me. September the 4th, I'll be doing a live free business planning training. September the 5th, I'll be with Sandy, Coffee and Conversations. I'll be live with that group. And I just have a lot of trainings and things, especially designed for the small business owner to thrive, because I know it's a pandemic, but there is still money out there. And it's important that we plan for success, because it does not happen by itself, and it won't happen without you. So let's get into this topic. I only got 3 that I'm going to briefly talk about. For legacy business planning, number 1, you have to clarify who's buying what. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, a lot of people say you need to find out who's your ideal client. And I'm not saying that that's not true. It may be true. But I believe that if you already have a product or service that you're doing, then you have to really find out who's buying what, right? Because if you do your market research, you'll discover that whatever your product and service is, you'll find your client. You'll know who the ideal client is. And I'm going to discuss more about that in my trainings coming up. So you want to make sure you go to my Linktree link, and I'm going to put it in the comments. And I'm also going to put it in the title. Normally I do, but I didn't put it in this title, but I will. Anyway, I dropped it in the comments though. You want to go to my Linktree link and get into these trainings. I'm telling you, I don't. I spend my trainings planting seeds. So you want to make sure you have all your questions and you have a pencil and paper because we're going to take a journey. So anyway, so number one, I said you want to clarify who's buying what. That helps you find your ideal client because I could sell numerous products, but if I don't know who's buying it, how can I find my ideal client? Okay. So number two is in order for you to have a legacy business planning and to do it effectively and efficiently, you have to learn how to market to those people buying. And let me tell you, there are people still buying. The federal government, the local government, the state is still buying. International opportunities, universities, there are still places buying. If the person that you are trying to sell your product to does not seem to be buying it at the rate that you want to sell it, that means you need to upgrade. You need to do the market research and figure out who's buying what. Okay, so then there's number 3, making offers. Let me tell you something. I got to really tell y'all the truth, honey. People will have you out here in these internet streets selling a product for a certain price, and you will go hungry because you have not took the time to see what's out there in the market. The market affects your ability to buy and sell. Okay, it affects how people perceive products. You got to know, turn on the news sometime, read a paper, read an article, read a book, honey. Find out what's going on in your neck of the woods, because you have to know what is affecting the buying of that product. Perhaps you need to market it differently. Perhaps you need to change who you're selling it to. Perhaps you need to just make an offer. That's all I have for today. I gave you three things to learn in order for you to have effective and efficient legacy building. That is, clarify who's buying what. Number 2, market to those buying. And number 3, making an offer. That's all I have for today. My name is Jackie. I am a life and business coach. What I do is I help individuals just like you. How do I help them? I help them go from merely surviving to thriving in the areas of personal development, personal finances, business planning, and management. Make sure you go to my Linktree /route to victory and sign up for my upcoming class. Listen, you cannot build a plan for legacy building or build a legacy unless you get to planning. That's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Hey, KD, you all have a wonderful evening. Bye. Hope to see you in my training.